Hello there once again, everybody. So, I kind of said in the previous one that I did not get a lot of filming done of the reassembly of the tractor itself. I would come out, work for about an hour or two, and just focused, just get stuff done, clean stuff, change stuff, paint stuff, whatever the case is, I would do that, and then my day is done, my alarms ring, and I gotta go to work. So I just didn't film, it just took a little extra time to film, and I guess call me lazy or whatever, I don't know, I just didn't film. So I am gonna show the progress of the tractor itself right now. There's still a lot more content to come with the tractor because there's still a lot more to do. I still have the assembly of the engine, which is gonna be on another video. I have it right behind me. And then I also have wiring, I still have installing the engine, the front end, all that kind of stuff. So let me show you right now the progress I've made over the past few months on this tractor. So I do bring farm work home. That's what these poles are right here. But here's the front end, there's the other part of the front end. I need to finish cleaning it and getting it painted. This stuff is absolutely heavy, 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 heavy. So here's the back end of the tractor. I got the fenders done. I can kind of show some of the progress of that right here. Of course, all the rear end and all that back on, the brakes on here. I did not take apart the axle itself on the inside because the bearings felt pretty good. They looked pretty good. There was no leaking on the seals, so I left the in part of the tractor, the in part of the axle just put together. But of course, all the internals of both the transmission are completely changed. Bearings and all, most of the bearings, the ones that were at least bad. I have my outputs here for the rear remote, which I have the new tubing. I just haven't put that on yet. My tank is on. As you see, it's not put together completely. This is the where the sending unit goes, so I'll get that put on shortly. I also have the drains out still, so it can drain. I actually should probably cover it up so it doesn't get leaves or anything in there. Anyway, obviously new tractors, new tires. I put 2 tubes on it, and this one just spontaneously went flat, and then this one did. So then I got a different brand of tubes, put those on, and then this one just spontaneously went flat. So I have a new tube I gotta put in. Just get to that soon enough. Still the loader, I haven't even touched that yet. The range and the speed transmission, they are all put together. My MCV valve. This is, it's like a little toolbox it had, and it was just demolished, eaten up with rust. So, oh, interesting. So I built a new one, which, there we go. I built a new box and got it painted, just left a little extra support in here. Made the lid as well, a little extra support. And then I just semi-welded on a hinge. But here's the box itself. So, back at the MCV valve, the filters here, MCV valve. I rebuilt my power steering pump, but I noticed there was a part in there that was not good. So I actually ordered it and it finally came in. So I got to take this back apart and change the vanes in there. And there's a little tiny spring. Got my dash done. I did make a little plexiglass piece for it, which I don't have all the screws in there yet because I didn't get them lined up very well when I drilled the holes. And then there was a crack when I drilled this one. So I'm gonna remake this plexi, but I have oil light, parking light. I have turn signal lights, but they're just not gonna be anything at the moment because I don't have turn signals, nor do I need them. My tachometer. This was actually missing before. This is a oil pressure switch for the transmission. Well, I guess for general oil in the transmissions. So I got that fixed, or I put one in there. I have to wire it up. I did change the seat to Amazon special. I still need to finish bolting the tank on. I got lights to put on. So as you see, I have the cherry picker on it to hold it up. Unfortunately, when I was getting ready to put the tires on, this fell off the jack and it cracked all this. This is cast iron, so it doesn't weld very well. And of course, I am far from the expertise of welding that up. So I'm gonna JB weld it. I have the pieces. This was the only bolt hole that was disrupted, and it does crack to here. So I'm sure it leaves this and this pretty weak. Luckily, I have plenty more bolt holes, and this is not really very important, just mainly to keep debris and dust out of this. So I'm going to cover that up real good with JB Weld, and it does not hold oil or anything. It just holds the clutch and the flywheel. So I'm hoping that that'll be okay. If not, I need to get a new transmission housing, which is next to impossible to get. So that was my mistake. So now I'm supported on 2 jack stands and the cherry picker to be on the safe side. So I got all the hydraulic valves and all that stuff all resealed. I put new O-rings in all them. Still have to attach these hoses. I'm not sure where all of them go. A lot of them go to this, and so I just need the play in them. This is the power steering. I just need the play in the hoses, so that's how come I haven't secured them just yet. And then others come across to the engine, so I haven't done that. These are the brake cylinders, the master cylinders, if you will. For the brakes, you have the right and the left. Nope, so they're backwards from how the pedals go. So this is the right one, this is the left one. So I got all those rebuilt and put back together and stuff. So of course everything painted and all. So I do have wiring to do. It's a big thing I have left to do. I got to rebuild the power steering pump again, or at least change out that part in it, and do the tire. A lot of little itsy bitsy pieces to do. You know, finish bolting things on. I have the labels and everything for all these, so I got to put all those on. And that's kind of where we're at with the transmission right now, or with the whole tractor right now. Have the front end, but I've prioritized the engine because honestly, that's the next step in the assembly, is the engine. That goes in, bolts on, and then the front end components bolt onto the engine and to the rest of the tractor. Actually, the transmissions, they bolt onto both. That's kind of where we're at with that right now. And you know, it's slow going. I think I'm actually moving along pretty good with it, but there is just tons of work to do. And you know, I just come out here on my free time and get it done. So I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. So the next video, I'll go ahead and finish up the engine assembly. I think I'm just about done with it. Got to put the head and some other stuff on there. So that'll be coming up on the next video, and we'll see how things go. All right, see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.